you were saying, like, they're kind of making Ray out to be the bad guy, even though they're all the killers. Boink. Hello, and welcome to At First Glance.
I'm Dankson.
I'm Eric's.
Today we're reviewing Angels of Death. This is our second review of 3. Let's get right into it, Eric's.
And the story, I put it as a 5. I bumped it up to a 6. I think it's getting a little more interesting.
I bumped the story up to a 7.5. My rating is going up on the story is because they're filling in some information on these characters. So in episodes 6 through 10, they went in deeper on Zach. And I liked how they showed when he was a kid and how he kind of got to where he's at now. Showed a little bit more of his psyche. Also with Rachel, not so much of her past, but of decisions that she's making and what her motives are being questions, I guess. The priest, they just had a trial against Rachel to judge her character, I guess. And he's the judge. It ended there. They had all the other killers testify against Rachel. I really like actually how all of the inmates, he called them angels, and he's blaming Rachel for like causing all of the bad things that are happening in this asylum or whatever. I like how it's reversed. Like the bad guys or what we think are the bad guys are blaming the good guys.
Angels. Yeah, right. Kind of casting judgment on her.
Yeah. I think it's interesting whether it's just like the other side of the story, like their end, like, no, you're the bad guy. Or if it actually is something like she's obviously important to these people because they all are obsessed with her somehow. All of the killers, the doctor loved her eyes. The kid, I forget his name, Billy or something.
No.
Billy!
Billy!
Billy! Billy! Whatever his name is. Yeah, he was like in love with her. Yeah, so I like how we still don't know why Rachel is important. I like how they're making her kind of brutal almost. And like, you know, she has a goal. She wants to save Zach just so he can kill her later. And she's willing to go through anybody or anything to achieve her goal. And that's the main reason why the priest is passing judgment on her, I think, for her selfishness. That's what he determined, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, like what you were saying, like they're kind of making Ray out to be the bad guy, even though they're all the killers, which is pretty interesting. Yeah. It's not really traditional where it's like the bad guy's the bad guy, the good guy's the good guy. That's it. But this one's a little bit different where kind of the roles are flipped. I like how they're going through all the floors. They went through the doctor's first because she was trying to get the medicine. And then they went to Zach's floor, right? Yeah,
at the end they went to Zach's floor to get his knife. Well, she was looking for like medicine at first.
Yeah, like how they're dead, but they were still showing up as like almost like a hallucination or.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you can die there because they all like died and then they were.
No, I think they're dead. I think the priest dude is actually.
It's all an illusion.
Yeah, he's bringing smoke. He's bringing back illusions or hallucinations of him to like cast his judgment. I think something's going to happen with him too where you're not going to really expect the ending, I think.
That priest also, we don't really know who he is. I mean, we don't know really who anybody is, but he knows. He said he was the one that, you know, he was there when they brought Zach there, or he brought Zach there.
Yeah, I think he said he brought Zach in.
Yeah, so I just don't understand how everybody knows everything about Rachel. Like they all know something about her, or there's.
I think it'll tie in. The way they're playing it off, I think everything's gonna tie in and make a little bit more sense than it would or it has been. And then they went to the courtroom where he like is going to cast final judgment on Ray, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, the whole trial thing was cool. To be honest, the show actually keeps surprising me almost. Not like, oh my God.
It's surprising because I thought it was going to be caca.
Yeah, I thought it would be worse. It's interesting the decisions they made with it. But, you know, I didn't expect, for example, the other inmates to be testifying against her, like in a court, you know, in a mock court type of thing. You know, as killers, they made them seem almost like, you know, like their feelings were hurt by Rachel. Like they're killers, but I forget the theatrical lady's name.
Catherine Ward.
Catherine, yeah. Like she was, she seemed almost just like her feelings were hurt.
Yeah.
So it's funny to make, you know, these guys are killers and they're setting up these puzzle traps like
Boink.
in Jigsaw.
That's why I think they're actually dead too, because Zach wasn't a part of that judgment.
Yeah.
So.
True. But the doctor saw Zach, so the doctor is alive.
That is true too.
So
a lot of questions.
Yeah, there is questions, which is fine. Yeah, I liked how they went back with Zach. They showed him murdering his. I don't think if they were birth parents, but
I think they were like they just took him in. It's like a peon.
Yeah, he
Boink.
murked them. He stabbed a lady in a car.
Yeah, he was going ham.
Yeah, and then he met an old blind guy. He had a knife that he took from him, but that was the only guy that he, at least from what we saw, that he said that it's not going to help me. It's not going to give me any joy if I kill this old guy. For whatever reason, he showed some compassion towards him. He didn't question him when he said he murdered people. So maybe he was just like, this old guy's cool.
Yeah, he found, I think it was a group of kids that killed the old man, and he started like tweaking out. And then he killed them.
Yeah, it was like a couple. It was like a boy and a girl.
Yeah.
And then he dealt with them. The first video I wanted it to get darker, and it seemed like it got darker, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, which I like. I mean, they're all killers. They're supposed to be bad. And so far it's working. My rating has gone up to a 7.5, but that can still go down if they
Boink.
fuck it up, I guess.
There's hopefully my score keeps going up, but a lot of when I judge an anime is on the ending. It's not,
Of course.
like, if you have this amazing story and then the ending kind of sucks. I see a lot of people that are okay with that, and it's not okay with me.
Yeah,
and that's
I mean-
not just anime. That's just any show that I've watched.
Just writing in general.
Right. Some things don't tie up, or the ending sucks, and people are like, I still liked it. I'm like, no.
Yeah, unfortunately, I agree with you. Is I can like a show or a movie or anything up until the ending, and then the ending can
Destroy it.
yeah, make me be like, oh well, this is stupid. Then, so hopefully it's not like that. It seems pretty popular online. I mean, people seem to like this, but people like anything. So
True facts.
yeah, I like it.
So this is part 2. We got one more installment.
Yeah, first season to be done.
If you guys suggest anything, let us know in the comments.
There's only one season of this.
Yeah, so far that I've seen.
Okay.
And I think this was made a while ago.
Hopefully, as it ends, it's a good ending, and it wasn't ended with hopes of
Another
season, and it didn't happen. And hopefully, it wasn't rushed or anything at the end. But we'll find out in the next review of this Angels of Death. Pretty good. I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty good so far.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. Like, subscribe, comment, suggest.
Yeah.
Peace.
Bye bye. Yeah.
Stay focused.
Stay focused.
Stay focused.
Rippity rip. Oh yeah, baby.
Oh yeah, professionals.
Professional, baby.
Grank.
Grank. Yiggity yank.
Your grandma's a boink.
Skiggity.
Boink.
Try not to throw up.
At my face.